manly character analysis. Thors Snorresson. Appearing in the very first episode, how is a man like this setting the tone for the entire series? Well, first we know he's a cold-hearted warrior, commander of the Yams Vikings, but we can tell he low-key built diff, because as he battles in the first episode, he starts to waver a bit and decides to fake his death to live in peace. His values are shifting, and they're different than a traditional Viking. Early on, he stumbles upon a slave that's escaped, and he tends to his wounds, but his master comes back demanding for his slave. Thors offers 4 sheep, and his master demands 8 sheep in return for this dying slave's life. Of course, Thors doesn't need those sheep, because he is a goat, and he pays for this dying slave's life. This shows one of his greatest values. He values all life. Doesn't matter your background or where you're from. This slave is dying, and he sees him as a human being, not as some slave. Now later on, his village is threatened to go to war, and his son, Thorfinn, pulls out a sword and says, "I want to fight." And the next thing Thors said literally brought me to tears. "Do you want a sword? A sword is a tool for killing people. Who is your enemy? You don't have enemies. No one has enemies. There is no one who it's okay to hurt." Now, in all seriousness, I actually cried at this part. I cried because it rings truth, and truth is something beautiful. It's beyond the human emotions of anger, hurt, despair, misery, suffering, hatred. And he's no less of a man because he doesn't show his physical strength, but the opposite, because a true man has the strength to endure and withstand the anger, hatred, suffering, misery, and everything of the world. Yet instead of reflecting these things back at the world, he has the strength to endure it, like a true warrior. And spoiler alert, he dies for what he believes in. That's right, if you didn't watch past episode 4, I'm not really that sorry, honestly. This is episode 4 we're talking about. He spares Askeladd, keeping his values of life, and his life is worth dying for to protect the village he loves. That's episode 1. Of manly character analysis. Who should I do next? Episode 2? Guts, perhaps? Subscribe and like for more content.